Breaking news straight off the press, YouTube is changing how views work on the website. Starting August 24th, views will count the moment a video begins to play with no minimum watch time across all formats, so VOD, Shorts, and Live. We're standardizing views to reflect creators' true exposure across YouTube, making it easier to show their value to brand partners. This update won't impact creator earnings or YPP eligibility. This is a huge change. So this is the first time in a very long time that YouTube is actually changing the way the views work across the platform. Before, from the way I understand it, you actually would have to watch a YouTube video for at least 30 seconds, depending on how long the video is. So for example, if a video is under 30 seconds long, you would have to watch the entire video for it to count as a view. But if it is over 30 seconds long, as long as you watch 30 seconds of the video, then it counts as a view. YouTube is now changing that. YouTube is now changing it to where all views work like how it works on YouTube Shorts, whereas if you click on a YouTube Short and if it even plays for 1 second, that immediately counts as a view. Now, YouTube Shorts does have different metrics for actual views and engaged views, which is what YouTube is going to be doing differently. But from now on, everybody's view numbers are going to be shooting up way high in the sky because views are now going to be a lot easier to get. So the moment a video begins to play from the very first frame, this standard will now apply globally across all formats. So it does not matter what type of video it is, shorts, live streams, or long form videos. Historically, we've used multiple view counting systems across different formats. However, we've heard that creators want to eliminate this metric confusion and accurately understand their true exposure, which is why we're making this update. Oh, so you care what the community thinks, right? Okay, well, why don't you guys bring back dislikes and get rid of the age verification update? I don't think that's going to happen though. But yeah, the impact on YouTube analytics and performance metrics will keep the original view metric called, quote, engaged views in YouTube Analytics Advanced mode so creators can see how many viewers choose to continue watching their video. So basically the engaged views are going to be what the actual views used to be prior to August 24th. And this is how we can go ahead and calculate our ad revenue, because YouTubers who are, making money off the platform, you are actually able to calculate how much money you're going to be able to make by the end of the month based on how many views you're getting per day. But now you're going to have to go look at engaged views instead. But anyways, the impact on monetization, this change will not impact creators' earnings or how they become eligible for the YouTube Partner Program. Creator earnings will continue to be based on engaged Shorts views and engaged watch hours, which you can view in YouTube Analytics Advanced mode. There is no change to YPP eligibility. YPP entry requirements will also now be referred to as qualified Shorts views and qualified watch hour. Before, it was referred to as valid public Shorts views and valid public watch hours. So from August 24th onwards, you will start to see the new view metric applied wherever views are shown on YouTube, which means creators will likely see their total view counts increase faster moving forward. You would see a huge view count increase across YouTube after this update gets implemented. For example, even though I suck as a YouTuber, my last video somehow did pretty well for me, 73,000 views in 22 hours. Now, with YouTube's new metric where if anybody clicks on the video and it plays for even 1 second, this view count would have been a lot higher. It would be over 100,000 views in 22 hours. That is why YouTube Shorts are able to get way more views than actual long form videos, because that is how it currently works on YouTube Shorts. The second a YouTube Short plays, it counts as a view. Now that is being applied to every single format across the website. So I can see a few good things with this, but mostly bad things with this. Now, the good thing would be is your exposure to sponsorships. For those of you guys that don't know, YouTubers are actually able to contact sponsors, I believe, directly on the platform through YouTube's new Brand Connect thing. And obviously, if you're getting way more views overall, brands and sponsors are much more likely to work with you because your viewer count is overall higher, so they'll see more earning potential. I know actual YouTube viewers are going to be upset with that because I know you guys don't want to see more sponsorships in the videos that you watch. Even myself as a viewer, I can admit seeing too many sponsorships on a YouTube video can be really annoying. But remember that some people are really relying on sponsorships to survive on YouTube. Keep in mind that YouTube is constantly demonetizing, flagging, copyright striking, community guideline striking, and is completely banning YouTubers all across the platform. Ad revenue is becoming increasingly harder to rely on, especially when YouTube is increasing the requirements for the YouTube Partner Program. So I don't blame people who are doing sponsorships. Obviously, if there's YouTubers out there, 20, 30 million subscribers, getting millions of views per video, doing a sponsorship every single video, obviously that can be annoying. But for the most part, smaller YouTubers doing sponsorships, in my opinion, is not that big of a deal. Obviously, you guys know, you guys have watched my videos. I hardly ever do sponsorships, but that's just more like a personal choice. But for other people doing sponsorships, this will be a very good change for them because their overall view count will be a lot higher. Now, in terms of the bad, right? So there's a few things, right? First of all, you are no longer going to be able to calculate how much a YouTuber makes off of their view count. So for example, you could actually right now, with engaged views being the actual view count that shows up on YouTube, you could actually calculate how much money a YouTuber makes through their view numbers. For those of you guys that don't know, YouTubers get paid differently based on the genre genre of their content. So, for example, myself as a commentary YouTuber, I hate the commentary genre, but that's technically what I am, right? I actually get paid way less than like an automotive YouTuber or a tech YouTuber. Their RPM, meaning how much money they make per thousand views, is actually a lot higher than me. So you guys can actually take my view count. You guys can take how many ad slots I put in the video, which for myself, I just leave it up to YouTube. I never change any of that. And based on the genre that I am a part of and the viewership, you guys can actually calculate how much money I make every month. That's something that doesn't bother me at all. It's cool if people want to try to calculate that type of information. But now, because the view counts are going to be changing to having the view count be anybody who clicks on a video and plays it, now you guys are not going to actually be able to calculate that type of revenue anymore, because now you're never going to be able to see the engaged view count that a video has unless we show it to you guys in our YouTube analytics. So for the people out there, like the stats YouTubers and the people who calculate that type of stuff, I mean, obviously that'll be a little bit of a blow. You're not actually going to be able to see the engaged view count for a YouTube channel anymore. Another thing that'll be a little annoying is not everybody is going to be seeing that YouTube has made this update, right? So a lot of people are not going to be able to see that the engaged views are now how you calculate your revenue in the engaged watch hours, as opposed to the old views, how it used to work. So for example, there will be a ton of YouTubers next week that are going to get super excited. They're going to be like, oh my God, my view count is so much higher. I finally made it on YouTube. Everything is going good for me now. And they're going to realize that it's actually just because YouTube changed how the view metrics work. And, they're going to expect that they're going to make more money based on the view count being a lot higher, but they're going to be sorely disappointed because, once again, not everybody sees every single update that YouTube makes. For example, YouTube just broke this news right now, August 17th, 2026, 9:02 a.m. PST. Not everybody follows Team YouTube on Twitter. Not everybody's going to watch this video that I'm making. Not everybody is even going to know about this change until maybe weeks, months, possibly even years later, right? So it is actually going to have like a negative impact on their mindset in terms of YouTube, because they're going to see that view count go up and they're not going to see the revenue go up. YouTube really needs to make sure that this update is clear. Honestly, I feel like YouTube should be putting all of their main updates on their homepage somewhere. I don't know why websites and even video games don't do this. If you are making a huge update to your website, platform, game, or whatever, you should put a little section for updates on the homepage, whether it's on the top left, top right, whatever. That way people can actually see the major changes you are making to your platform. Now, this is how views used to work on YouTube in terms of like minimum watch time, repeat watching, stuff like that. And I want to see how some of these metrics are going to change. So for example, YouTube themselves said, if you click on a YouTube video and it plays, that counts as a view. So my question is, obviously you can hover over a video and see a YouTube preview. Does this count as a view? I'm going to assume that it does, because technically the video is playing and technically you're watching the video, right? So I imagine this would count as a view as a part of YouTube's new view system. Now, another question is this going to change how repeat watching works? So the way I understand it and the way this website is describing it is it usually counts up to 4 to 5 views if you repeat watch a video per person per 24 hours, right? Now, is that going to increase, decrease, or stay the same? That would also be something I would like to know as well. And also, another thing when it comes to sponsorships and brands, maybe they will see this video view system that YouTube is now doing, and instead of asking you for your actual normal channel views, maybe they'll start asking you for your engaged views. For example, YouTube openly admits that this will be great for you guys when you guys are working with brands and sponsorships, because now you have more views. Now, more views, then brands and sponsorships are more likely to work with you. Yippee, right? Well, what if the brands and sponsorships aren't dumb and they're like, well, actually, now we know that YouTube changed how the view count works. So instead of actually looking at your view count that shows next to your video, go ahead and go into your analytics and send us your engaged views, and then we'll decide whether we're going to sponsor you or not. That's another aspect to this whole thing that YouTube is talking about. And also remember that YouTube changed the partner program to where now you have to have 8,000 hours of watch time to get monetized on the YouTube partner program for long form videos. You have to have 20 million shorts views to get monetized as a part of the YouTube partner program. They are making it actually a lot harder to earn money overall as opposed to easier. I know they're trying to say, or people have been arguing in favor of YouTube saying, oh, they're doing this just to get rid of the AI slop and to get rid of all the AI channels on YouTube. Well, first of all, stop making AI updates then, YouTube, which encourages people to keep making AI slop. And secondly, why not make those watch hour requirements to 8,000 hours of watch time? Why not make that only apply to AI channels then? Why make it apply uniform all across the platform, which makes it harder for everybody to make money on YouTube if they're not part of the partner program? I just feel like there's so much better decisions that YouTube can make overall. But honestly, I know a lot of people are going to be happy about this specific update because, again, maybe YouTube is right. Maybe you can work with brands and sponsorships easier. easier. And also, everybody likes to see their view count go up, right? I mean, remember, everybody's view count is going to go up dramatically after August 24th. If a view counts from somebody just clicking on a video and the video playing, man, everybody's view counts are going to skyrocket. I'm already thinking about Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is getting like almost 100 million engaged video views per video, and he's only getting that in a few months or so. I would imagine that his view count, the number displayed over here after this new update, is going to skyrocket to maybe 150 million, almost 200 million, based on YouTube's new view system. But yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. YouTube just completely changed how views work, and this is actually one of the most impactful updates the website has ever made. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.